Hello, people. This is an assignment. This is an assignment from the Harkirat Singh's course, and this is currently the ongoing week three. I'm currently in week three, and week four is the React thing which I have completed previously. But this is the week three that was remaining. So in this channel, I'll just be covering all those coding questions and all those coding related stuff which I do in my daily life, whether be it in DSA or be it in web dev, which is currently my main focus. That is the main tech stack on which I am focusing upon is WebD. So uh, yeah, let's begin. So like this is the week three, and in week three we had middlewares, we had JWT, Mongo, and Mongo with JWT authentication. So firstly we'll move on with the middlewares thing, and then we have this request count over here, right over here. Fine. So this one is the thing, and then this one that was already given. So here we just need to we have been given an express server that has a few endpoints. As you can see, these are the few endpoints, like this one, and this one. You create a global middleware that is app.use. As we all know that this is one of the global middlewares, that is uh, this middleware can must be a this middleware must be applied to each and every single endpoint, that is this one, and then this one, and then this one, right at this point, like just before the function gets called, right? Like just before this function gets called, it is going to be applied. Fine. So this is the thing, and this is the app produce, in which I have taken the request count to be plus request count equals to request count plus one, that is plus equals to one. This count, it gets incremented inside this middleware function, and then this is very important to call the next. It is very important to call this next function, so that the next function can get iterated over here. In this, I am calling the next function so that this can get iterated, and these were the things that were already provided in the question, and now we have this app.get request count, which is the endpoint to console log the request count, how much it has gotten counted. And then I have over here as the request, which I'm just returning, that is the status to be 500, and JSON would be the request count. And this one we can even do it like this, that is request count. This can even be done, but since this is an ES6 syntax this is an ES6 syntax, so I need not worry about the implementation of key value pair. This can just be written down in key format, and it is just going to take the key value pair. So need not worry about this, because this variable and this variable is the same. Fine. So hope you get this. So this was the first question, that was the request count of middleware's week 3 question. Fine. Now let's come on to rate limiter. Here the basic crux of this whole thing, this whole question is this basic whole question is, we need to we need to take out the user from the headers, right? As it is mentioned in this question, that we need to take out the user ID from the headers. That, so how do we pinpoint the header, right? How do we pinpoint the header? That is request dot headers. Fine. Let's say there is a body. Fine. So how do we take out the key, or the how do we take out the value from the body? That is at that point we are doing request dot body dot something, maybe any variable or something. But in this case we are having request dot headers, right? We are having request dot headers. So, and user ID, that does mean that this was already given. Fine. This was given, this endpoint was given, I just needed to write, to code down this function. Now I'll just tell you the crux of this. This is something that gets initialized to nothing of just after 1000 milliseconds, that is just after 1 second. Fine. So in that 1 second I have to do whatever I just need to. So this is the user ID that has been taken out from the request.headers. And now, because this is false, what does this false mean? This false means that there is absolutely no entry called user ID in number of requests for user. Fine. There is absolutely nothing as this. So if there's absolutely nothing as this, then just put it to be 1. Like there would be a key pair, there would be a key value pair. The name of the key would be user ID. Fine. And this is the object. This is the object. As you can see over here, this is the object whose key is going to be this user ID initialized to 1. And then I'll just call the next function. Now the second case can be in the else condition. That is, let's say the user ID, the key value pair, that is the user ID, this is already present in this object. So what am I to do? Then I'll just increase it by 1. I'll just increase this by 1 and then check if that thing is greater than 5, right? The thing which is already incremented, if it becomes greater than 5, then I'll just put the message that then the number of requests have exceeded. Else that is the number of requests are even equal to 5 or less than 5, then I'll just increase the pointer and then just call the next function, that is to call the next middleware, that is this middleware, or maybe let's say this middleware, because this is such a middleware function that applies to both this one and even this one. So yeah, this was the thing for this rate limiter question. Basically the crux of the question was that I need to code down such a function, that can handle just less than or equal to 5 requests per second. If the number of requests exceed 5, then there would be a problem, and it would consume, I won't say that there would be a problem, but it would return the response with the status code of 404, huh? And with the message that number of requests have been exceeded. Okay, so this was the second question. Let's move on to the third one. Now this one, as you can see, all of these test cases are running both for, that is for all these three, right? So I'll just see to it what this question says. This question says that if we have been given some endpoints, fine. This was the endpoint that was actually given previously. This was the endpoint that was given. This was given. This was given, right? So what I needed to do was, in short, if there is an exception, end user sees a status code of 404. So how does any exception occur through any endpoints? The only thing that you need to be concerned about is using this app.use middleware. Fine. This is also called a global cache. I mean, this is a sort of a middleware, but this is a global cache. Take, this is the global cache. This is a global cache that we can use to handle any sort of an exception that occurs here, here, or here. Fine. So this I'm just counting this error count, which is a variable that has initially been initialized to 0, and then I'm just increasing the count of error count. Fine. Now in this case, I'm just returning it with the status of 404, and then there's a JSON, As I said, that I need not put anything over here, right? Even I can just be like, I just don't want this one, but just for the sake of like looking it good, I can just put it down there. But this is not necessary. But the thing that is necessary is this one, because it is already stated in the question that the user must see a status code of 404. So this one is laid down over here, right over here, and then this is the thing. So this is all set for the week 3 middleware section, right? This was for the middleware sections, and now we'll be solving for the JWT part, then for the MongoDB part, then for the authentication part, and then already the solutions there present here. So we need not initially look at the solutions, like just first very much code it down by myself, and then if I feel the need to look at the solution, if there's something that is ununderstandable, then only I look at the solution. And even you people must do something as such. Fine. See to it, guys, that you do not look into the solution directly, but code it down in the very first place, and only then, if you don't understand the same thing, then only you come to the solution. So this was it, guys. And let me tell you guys about this channel. This is a channel which I have created for coding related stuffs, question and answers. Previous to this, I have created 2 or 3 more channels in which I used to upload uh, some different tech related information and some entertainment related information, but that did not succeed well. So this is one of my channels which I am running, and here you'll get to see all those tech related and information and the coding related stuffs and the day and um, the thing which I do in my day to day life. So yeah, feel free to subscribe to it. Feel free to subscribe to my channel and like my videos, guys. Only if you think that this is useful for you. So yeah, let's meet in the next video where I'll just be covering the week three, the parts like second, third, and fourth of the week three, and then eventually four, five, and six, and then we go on. So yeah, that was it, guys. Thank you.